This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is it. Give me that pound. Give me that pound. That cat came up nice.
Back at the London Ultra Cab this week on the All City Taxi Talk Show, we have the old school veteran, B-boy and graph writer from back in the day, Ben.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Thank
great.
you for letting me in the back of your famous cab.
I know, and this is a special little show because I've driven all the way down to the Kent coast to interview you.
Thank you very much. I'm not paying for the tab though, mate.
I know. Well, it was 150 quid to get down here.
Quick! Oh, you can't run with these, can you?
I know. The doors are locked. First two questions I like to ask is where are you from and what was it like growing up as a kid?
I'm from South London, born in like Tooting, moved to Balham and to Battersea first, and then moved to like Balham, Clapham South area when I was like primary school age.
Right, okay.
Growing up in South
was
London
it hard? Was
in
it
the
hard?
70s.
Pretty tough back then.
It was hard. It was horrible, to be honest.
London was quite a crazy place back then, wasn't it?
It was a different animal. It was like to be mixed raced as well. Is like it was hard because you got a lot of aggression from all camps.
From all sides.
Yeah, from all sides, not just black and white, just like Asian, everybody. You got it. You were the mongrel. You were the definite outcast, and it was hard. It was very hard.
I bet it was. It was a very, very different time back then, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You got the transition from like the National Front and stuff like that to whatever guise it took after that, and it was and then obviously you had the Brixton riots and stuff as well happening a bit later, but but you got to remember there's when those riots happened, there was a build up to all of that.
Oh, of course.
And it was very racially motivated, and being a little kid in the middle of that was hard. It wasn't nice.
And the music, what music was you listening to back then? Was you into like into the reggae and all that? And
when I was a kid, it's like you listen to whatever's on the radio, and
a lot of popular music.
Yeah, so. Pop music. So you had all the normal pop, but then you had like flooding the airwaves would always be like your ska, your rock steady stuff and stuff like that. And luckily for me, my mum loved all that stuff. And also like James Brown and soul and stuff like that. There was a lot of that about.
And what kind of? How did you get into the like the dancing and that? Was it through the disco, the robot, didn't you?
Yes.
When was that? In '77?
No, I didn't. No, I first saw it in '78. It was Donna Summer.
That's it, Donna Summer.
It was on the television, Top of the Pops or whatever,
on a Thursday night.
And she did the robot, and I was 10 years old. And you're used to playing cowboy on the dance floor, pushing your mates over and like flicking sweets at the girls and stuff. And then there's this beautiful tall woman doing this robot, and you're just like, what on earth is this?
And I wanna copy that.
And can I do that? Yeah. So you start doing that,
Yeah. Like start with the head and the little basic moves. Yeah.
That's how it starts. That's how it started. So that was '78.
And then how did you get into into the breaking scene? I mean, I know we've spoke about this before as well. Obviously, tracks like Planet Rock.
Yes.
Was a major impact.
Yes, it was because
on a lot of us.
Yeah. But that was electro, so that's still your robot. That's your refined robot.
That's right. Yeah.
So electro came out
because breaking wasn't around when sort of.
Not really.
It wasn't really touching it, was it?
It was on the fringes. It was kind of you'd heard about it, and it was kind of like da da da. And then what was the film? Flashdance came out.
That's right.
Oh my God! Everyone says about Beat Street, and
But this is, you know, this is like a year or so, or
This is about I think about a year or so before.
yeah, I think it's 83. I think it was 83 Flashdance. Yeah. And then you also had the important records like The Message.
Yes.
As well, which was like your rap stuff.
As far as I'm concerned, is that still not the greatest rap record in the world?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, The Message was
still relevant today.
And Hiphop Bebop as well.
Yeah, Man Parish.
Yeah. I mean, very.
So,
very important
but that was still counted as electro. I still counted that as electro. I think. Yeah.
But The Message wasn't, was it?
No, that's hip hop. That's what that is.
That was a well, we called it rap at the time, wasn't it? Rap. Yeah. Because we didn't really know what hip hop was till probably late '82. Maybe even early '83. I wasn't like connecting it all up.
Yeah. But for me, the film was Flashdance, the end credit scene, and it was just begun. Jimmy cast a bunch.
Yeah.
That thing just flew me into the stratosphere.
And is that what got you into the breaking, the b-boying?
Yes, definitely.
Was you a breaker or was you a popper? Or did you?
I'd like to say I was both.
You tried,
but I'd be lying.
You tried to dabble in a bit of both.
I did the pop-in and the robot. I'd done a few dance things, you know. I had a little crew at school and stuff like that, and we'd actually won a dance competition and stuff. Yes.
Because the school you went to was heavily actually, you know, they was right into the hip hop stuff. Wasn't it? I know Colin was from TNT Rockers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We were in a crew. We was in a crew.
It was Ernest Bevin, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
What was the crew called? Can you remember?
Groove Patrol.
Groove Patrol.
Groove Patrol. That's
so
right.
Would this have been about '83?
Yeah, I would have thought so. '83. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But you also, so you got to remember is like, I hated school. I hated it. I hated every moment of it. Apart from that.
Yeah.
Apart from that, that was the redeeming feature. I hated wearing school uniform.
Yeah.
I hated the exams. I hated the teachers. I hated most of the kids. I literally just didn't want to be. If they'd have said we allow you to leave, I would have just walked off.
Yeah.
That would have been it. I hated it. That dancing was the only redeeming feature.
They kept you interested at school.
Yeah.
And probably just out of school as well. Because was you breaking in the corridors at school?
No, because we were doing at school. It was robot. It was still robot with a bit of body popping.
Yeah.
The other guys, Colin took it further. He because he was strong. You know what I mean? Strong, and he could do stuff.
He could do
that. By the time I got caught on to trying it, I was like long gangly arms and legs, and by the time I figured out how to do a windmill and that, I had so many bruises and bumps on my face and my arms. I was just like, oh, forget this, man. I'm gonna stick to body popping. That's it. You haven't got to roll around on the floor in body popping. You could. It's all right.
And it's less energy as well.
Yeah, because I tell you what. Woof.
I mean, the robot was even less energy than that.
Yeah, exactly. I
mean, robot was the perfect dance. Yeah.
The lazy man's hip hop moves.
Yeah.
Hip hop for dummies. The robot was.
So if we move to say now into say '84. '84 was a very big year on the hip hop scene, because you had films like Beat Street.
Yeah.
Subway Art. I mean, Subway Art. You could say like the Bible of graffiti. Ooh. I mean, Subway Art got so many people into that, you know, into the graph.
It was like an explosion.
Yeah.
Like an explosion.
It was unbelievable when that book came out. It was
because from then on, everybody was on it. Everybody was on it. Before, it was like a little thing that only a few people knew about.
That's right.
And it wasn't like a guarded secret, but like no one was really interested. It's like, oh yeah, those
and it was
guys.
only, you know, in '83 there was only like a few pieces knocking around. And it wasn't really much of a scene going on.
No. I started actually writing graffiti as a writer in '82.
Yeah.
I'd always been scribbling on walls since before that. But that comes from the 70s. That's nothing to do with hip hop or graffiti, if you like. That was from just being a destructive little song.
Just writing your name on the wall.
Yeah, just writing your name on the wall.
But that was definitely not connected with hip hop.
No, definitely not.
So yeah, it would have been late '82 that you was beginning to connect it with the hip hop scene.
82. Well, yeah, 82 was when I decided that my name is going to appear on walls.
And that's when you started getting up?
That was when I started bombing the streets with any pen that I could steal, break, reinvent, sellotape together. That's what that was, from 1982.
Yeah.
That was when I was a graffiti person. I was a writer. So yeah, that's when it started for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was anyone influencing you from back then?
It's hard to say because...
I mean, obviously, you know, like, the Subway Art was a massive influence, because we was looking at that and getting ideas and little bits and pieces from that book.
To be honest, I never was really that interested in the art. I was interested in how on earth are they doing it on those bloody trains?
Yeah.
That was what interested me, is the how.
How did they do that?
And why are they're everywhere? These people are like... They're taking over things. That's what interested me. I had no hand skills, no style, still don't. Still, you know, I still scribble on bits of paper and other things.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter, because why is that? Because you enjoyed doing it, and it also probably kept you on the straight and narrow as well. Well, in a funny kind of, way.
In a crafty sort of way. It did. Yeah. It kept me off the streets, but I was on the streets. I was in the streets.
And what would you say it takes to become, to become a great writer? I suppose we've got to talk about, there's obviously two types of writing. You've got your vandal with your taggers, and then you've got your artist kind of, graffiti artist,
To be truly great, I think you have to love both.
Yeah.
You have to love both.
Yeah.
To be truly great, you don't have to be the greatest artist. You just have to be both. You have to be 100% that. You know, you have to declare that that's what you are, and you do it. Whereas me, I was like, people were like, oh, you're right, and I was like, oh, yeah, I might be. You know, and always like a bit cagey. I'd deny it at any given time. And like, no, I don't know what you're on about. I'll deny it at any given moment. So, you know, to be truly one of the greats, it has to be all-consuming.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like, yeah.
And also, you were hanging around knocking about Covent Garden as well, weren't you?
Yeah, so that's right, yeah.
When did you start going down? About like 83, 84?
No. Before that. Really early. I remember going to a youth club, and I saw this girl standing on the corner of a street, and her name was Gillian. And as I was going to the youth club, I saw her, and then when I got into the youth club, she was there, and she said to me, "So what? You're not going to say hello then?"
Where was this youth club?
This was Balham.
Oh right, where you was living?
Yeah, where I'm from. And so she'd be like, "What? So what? You're not going to say hello then?" I was like, "Hello," and that was it. And then she was like, "I go to this place called Covent Garden. Do you want to go?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. Yeah, back off school. Let's go." And so I met her, we went up there, and there was these 3 guys. They were the only 3 people there
that you see.
That was there. They were the only ones busking and doing it. And it was the first time I saw face to face in England actual real, what I call body popping, the good stuff. That was Nicholas, Dana, and a guy called Diamond Head Dennis.
Yeah.
That before that, it was all robot. It was, as far as I know, it was all robot. These 3 guys, yeah, they were the ones.
Main 3.
They were the 3 what I would call the originators of Covent Garden. Right. Diamond Head Dennis was American.
Yeah.
He was an American kid. Well, he was a big man as far as I was concerned. But yeah.
And without saying too much on camera, how did you get your name?
It was just you just pick a name.
And you just plucked it from.
Yeah, you just think, right, well, I'm not gonna start writing Ben all over the place, am I? Like, even though I know some people probably have done that in their past, and like, you'd be a right tit if you started doing that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And you just pick a name.
And it just stuck.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah.
And when did you kick off that name? Was that in what, 83?
82.
Oh, 82.
Yeah,
oh, so your name went back that far?
Yeah, that was when, because before that, I didn't class myself as a graph writer because I was writing my own bloody name on the wall. I was a tit.
That's right. Yeah,
but,
you was actually writing your real name on the wall.
Yeah, because I wasn't bombing. I just write on toilet walls.
That's right. And that wasn't connected to hip hop at all.
That's just nothing. That's just being a kid.
That's just being a little kid.
But it was 82 that I decided. After I don't know what I saw that blew me away. Decided this is what I'm going. This is it. And then the name came out, and that was it. Done. Worst letters in the world. Oh God, worst letters in the world. If you were doing a piece on a wall, the last letter of my name was the worst.
Yeah, that is a tough letter.
Oh God, it's so.
I'm saying that cute up. That is a tough letter.
It's not great. It's not great. It left. You know, it's like the end of a word, and it was like almost saying, "Well, what next?" And it's like, that's it. Sorry, mate.
Here's a good question for you.
Yeah.
If you could paint with anyone from past to present, another writer, who would you like to paint with?
There's only two. Can I name two?
Of course you can. You can name five, maybe as many as you want. But yeah, if you've got like a
Oka from this country.
Yeah.
And J.A. from New York.
What's Oka's? Oka's like a bomber type. Like
he's mental. I've
seen a load. I mean, load of.
He's on every. I bet he's got a tag on the bottom of your trainers, and you don't even know.
I'll tell you what. I was over in bloody over in where was it? I'm sure it was like Essex way, right far out. And I see it. I've seen one all around South London.
Mate, you could go to Wales to a curry shop and go for a pee, and his tag will be on the toilet roll dispenser. Mate, he's a lunatic. Whoever you are, you're a lunatic, mate.
He's everywhere.
And I bet J.A. in New York is the same. I bet he's the same. Or Scuff in New York.
So they're the two you would love.
They're the three.
If you knew them, you'd love to like write with them. Yeah. I was going to say, and also another important part of sort of UK, London history as well. It wasn't just Covent Garden. Also after that was Leicester Square.
Leicester Square, yeah.
Because the first time I met you was in 1986. And that was through Jinx.
Yes.
Because me and Jinx used to work in a shoe shop called Grand Level Shoes on Oxford Street. And Jinx introduced me to Drax, and then we got introduced to you in '86, and that was in Leicester Square.
Right. Yes.
And we was all hanging around outside the Empire.
Yes, because it used to have those concrete things, and there were seats, wasn't there?
That's right.
They had the plants and the seats. It was a concrete bollardy thing. We do all night blocking there, all night bleaching, because you could either go to clubs or wherever you were doing whatever you do, that would be another meeting point. That's where it all went down at night time. You know, daytime Covent Garden probably with the writer's bench, but night time was Leicester Square blocking. That was it. Yeah.
And after the meeting up, the club scene was very. We should talk about the club scene because there were some amazing clubs back then, like the Mud Club, the Opera House, the Raw.
Yeah.
Remember Raw, Tottenham Court Road?
Yeah. Mate, I used to go out 7 nights a week through. Yeah. From when I was a youngster.
Milk Bar.
The first big club I ever went to, apart from like Kisses in Peckham or whatever it was called. Kisses or
and
whatever.
Spats and all that.
And Spats. Was the Mud Club.
Mud Club, yeah.
That was at Fubert's.
Yeah.
Fubert's place.
Yeah.
And I remember because I was busking in Covent Garden and I got approached by Philip Salon, who wanted me to dance at the back of his club, and I was like, yeah, all right, mate, whatever. And he was like, I'll give you a tenner a night. I was like, yeah, when do I start? You know what I mean?
And a couple of...
this is a story, right? So I get to Fubert's, right now. I'm a kid. I've got no right to be in a nightclub at all.
You feel like 14 or something.
Yeah. My mum's flipping out, you know, because I'm running out the door. Bye, mum, later. And so I get to this club, and there's this 6 foot odd tranny on the door. Tranny Paul, rest in peace. And he was like, honey, where do you think you're going? And I'm like, I'm going in there. He's like, no. I said, well, no, I've been asked to dance out the back, like on the staircase thing, like da-da-da-da-da. I've got my boot box, and I've got, you know. He was like, all right then, but don't go anywhere near the bar.
Yeah, because you're too young. Yeah, exactly.
And I was just like, rightio then, you know, like, because I mean, who had an interest in alcohol anyway? Who cares?
Well, that's right. Yeah, because it wasn't about drinking back then. It was about
you can't dance and drink, can you?
No.
So it's so, and that was it. And I remember going in because you have to go up the stairs. And I remember going up the stairs and I saw these 2 guys kissing, a black guy and a white guy.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that.
Yeah.
In the flesh.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna have to walk around now. So I was sort of like, excuse me, like, excuse me. And then I got to the top and this music was playing, and it was I think it was like Apache or something like that. And I was just like, oh yes, here we are.
I've landed.
This is it.
This is where I should be.
It blew my mind. It was like,
who was DJing at the
Jay Strongman.
Jay Strongman, wasn't it?
Jay Strongman.
And funny enough, a friend of mine, Mark Snowboy, he's friends with Jay Strongman. I'm going to try and get Jay Strongman in my cab in the next.
Yeah, right, mate. He lives in the desert.
He does, but he's coming over to UK.
Okay, say you're not driving out there.
No. Because it costs the company. I think Jay's coming over here in the next few months, so I'm going to try and hook up with Jay Strongman and do an interview with him.
If you want to know music history and stuff like that,
talk to him. Yeah,
he was there. He was there. He was the man.
He's the main man.
Yeah,
I'd love. And if Jay Strongman, I'll tag him in on this. If he's watching this, then I can't wait to interview you.
Hello, Jay. If you're in on this, you remember me? Do you remember me, the little shifty kid?
And also, I mean, obviously you had the warehouse parties as well back then, but
yeah,
there was other parties as well, and you know the parties we're going to be talking about now.
What, the little round and round choo-choo parties?
The little yellow like circle. Like
yeah, those things.
So yeah, I mean, they was great, weren't they? I mean, I went to one of them, and it was like you had to meet up in Embankment Place.
Yeah, that's right. And basically, I mean, that was our crew thing. That was it. I wasn't an organiser. I was just a turner-upper.
Yeah, you just turned up.
But you'd be on the circle line, just going round and round. People had boom boxes. Trains got. You'd stop at a station, and there'd be people at the other platform, and they'd be like, "Oi! We've been trying to find you." Like everyone, hold the doors, run! So they'd have to run from the other platform, run up and round and come and catch them. We had to hold the doors for them to come, and like. They were insane. They were the best. Yeah, they were great.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was great times. You know, it was great times back then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And apart from like the robot, the b-boying, and the writing, did you ever try any other elements of hip hop like MCing, beatbox? Did you try a bit of beatbox?
No. Oh, you're joking. Oh God. I messed up breakdancing enough as it was. I don't want to try that. I remember there's a guy who's got a house as a KCC, Keith, right? He had a studio up in Camden, and he used to let me come up and loop these beats up, and like I was like, trying to be a music producer sort of thing, and it was just like, and I remember I had this one beat and I looped it, and it was going so well, and I was really happy, and I was like, looking for someone who could play a keyboard or a DJ to scratch over it or something, and a rapper and da-da-da-da. And then Jungle Brothers' first album came out, and it was just like, that's the beat that I was kind of using. So Keith, just delete that. Just don't worry about it, mate. Yeah, that was why production career. Jungle Brothers' first album, Straight Out the Jungle, just ruined
And it's sort of ended. Sort of ended now.
It ended before it started, yeah.
But I know, I know you're a big lover of music, and I know, you know, you sort of, you can play out sort of now and again with music. This is a little tricky question. You know, if you was to go and DJ in a party or a club, is there 5 tracks that you say, yeah, I'm going to have to play this?
Yep. Right.
I know it's a very tough question, but
right. To me, the best track, the best record that was ever came out is James Brown's Sex Machine. Get Up, I Feel Like a Sex Machine. That is, if you're playing a party and you play that, people are going to dance. And to me, it's the greatest record that was ever made. What else? Maybe Planet Rock.
Yeah.
Running Away, Roy Ayers.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ruben Blades, Maria Leonza.
I don't know if I know that.
It's a salsa Latin track.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, it's a slow builder, and then it goes, and then Celia Cruz.
Yeah.
Mi Vida is in Carnival. Yeah.
So there'll be your.
There'll be. So that's 4, isn't it?
That's 4. I think,
Was that 4 or 5? 4.
You can give us one more if you want.
Planet Rock, James Brown, those 2 there, and Confusion.
Oh, Confusion, yeah.
Yeah.
With the electro kind of.
No. What was it called? The guys that did Blue Monday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So. But then Talking Heads, Cross-Eyed and Painless.
Yeah.
Jimmy Castor Bunch, Just Begun.
Yeah.
You got there.
I think we've got about 7 there.
Yeah.
So
they would be my top choices, definitely.
And going back to the artists, was there any like favourite artists that you'd love to look at? Even like from UK artists as well.
What do you mean? In what respect? What, graffiti or?
No, more art really. More sort of graffiti art.
Graffiti art?
Yeah.
My man Mode 2.
Mode 2?
My man Mode 2. He just brings out a weird poetry of flow, of, some of his pictures of breakdancers and girls.
Yeah.
It's just like...
He's amazing at characters.
Yeah, and when you look at but it's the poetry of it, and when you look at it, it just reminds me of Africa Centre.
Yeah.
Of the love that was there. That was, that was because they were great times as well. Africa Centre was great.
Right. Well, we're just pulling up outside the Captain Digby in
Where are we?
I think we're in
I've been kidnapped. Help!
I've kidnapped you. I think we're in Broadstairs.
Are we?
Outside the Captain Digby. So
it's a fort.
I think we should. There is a fort there.
Fort.
Yeah. I think we should go in there and catch up over a coke.
All right.
Right, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to, sort of past and present?
There is. So I've got a little list here.
You got a little list of shout outs?
I have.
I like it.
So the first one, biggest shout out is to my mum.
Yeah.
Because without her, I wouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
So after that, my friend Hai, who's a graffiti writer in Amsterdam, who's no longer with us.
Yeah.
WDCBS, GVB. Robbo, of course, King Robbo, my man.
Yeah.
Mint, PFB, Saga. My boy did a lot of my tattoos. Miss you. Oh God.
Was Saga a tattoo artist?
He was a tattoo artist, in the thing, but he was a writer.
Yeah.
No,
I remember seeing him up around West London.
Yeah, man. He was my boy. Tron.
Yeah.
These are Australia guys. Nipster and Screws.
Yeah.
They were my boys from Australia, and they're no longer with us. And that's the shout outs to the ones that have gone. But as an added shout out, I'd want to say to all you dirty, horrible, thieving politicians Your time is up. Because you think you're clever, don't think that we're stupid. Alright? We know what's going on and your time is up. Get those pennies now while you can.
We know what time it is.
Yes, indeed, we do. And I'd like to say as a closing thing, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Listen,
You big now. Would fold under questioning.
I'll listen, it's an absolute honour to have you in the back of the cab. I've had a great chat with you.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Yeah, should we go for a Coke?
Yeah, we'll go for a soft drink, seeing as you're driving.
Yeah, exactly. A little soft drink at the Captain Digby.
The Captain Digby, yeah.
Right, let's turn this thing off.
Yeah.